On April 6, 2022, the U.S. Forest Service lost control of a controlled burn in the Santa Fe National Forest. That became the Hermit's Peak Fire. The Calf Canyon fire started on April 9th. On April 22nd, the two fires merged into the Hermit's Peak Calf Canyon Fire. The fire burned until mid-August and consumed over 340,000 acres, including large portions of the Guyanas River watershed, the city's only source of surface water, threatening the drinking water supply with contamination from ash and debris generated by the fire. And then it happened. The water system nearly failed.
We were careful, and it was about the condition of the water too. I had friends bring me 10-gallon jugs of water from Santa Fe that I drank during that period.
There was definitely concern whether the city was going to run out of water or not. Concern if the city was going to be around, the town was going to really be around in the next couple years. We had just come off of COVID, and now we have to deal with this fire. And then it's not just the fire, but the aftermath from that, the literal runoff that we had to endure for the last few years.
The federal government, admitting it was at fault for the fire, is committed to providing financial assistance for Las Vegas to fix its water system that the Forest Service broke. So the city went to work to look at options for fixing the problem so that we never get down to 20 days of water again. The existing aging drinking water plant struggles to treat Guyanas River water to drinking water standards with the large volume of ash and sediment that is coming down and will continue to come down the river. We can't stop future fires or floods from happening, so we need a modern state-of-the-art drinking water plant that can treat Guyanas River water. This is today's wastewater treatment plant. It was last upgraded in 2006. It discharges water back to the river that does not always meet EPA standards. So the plant needs upgrades to meet EPA standards. The city has two goals. One, ensure a sustainable supply of clean, potable water for city residents. And two, meet EPA standards for drinking water and wastewater. Right now, due to the dramatic increase in organic matter in the river, the drinking water and wastewater treatment plants are struggling to meet EPA standards. We need a new system that removes ash and sediment and treats our water to safe drinking water standards.
Without natural resources like water, our community cannot sustain its current population, much less grow its population, maintain its current businesses, or grow our business community.
After analyzing numerous options, the city determined the right approach: Las Vegas Water Solutions. This comprehensive approach includes 2 sediment and ash removal plants, an upgraded wastewater treatment plant, the Agua Pura Advanced Water Purification Treatment Plant, a pipeline to carry the water back to the reservoirs, and a drinking water treatment plant.
I believe the city has no choice, and this is the best time. If they have the money that's coming from the federal government, this would be the ideal opportunity to do the upgrades.
Here's what we get with Las Vegas Water Solutions. The Upper Guyanas Canyon plant, upstream from Bradner and Peterson, will remove the ash and sediment before it reaches the reservoirs. No longer will a fire or emergency cut the city off from your source of water.
The benefit of this particular facility would provide another tool in the toolbox, and it would allow them to monitor that upstream sediment, divert it into this sedimentation and flocculation treatment facility and then utilize that water continuously during these high sediment events.
The second ash and sediment removal plant will be at Story Lake. If a fire or flood prevents diversions from the river, this facility will pre-treat water from Story Lake so that it can be used by the city at the water treatment plant. Here we have the current drinking water plant, an old and aged facility. The new plant will allow the city to treat river water and turn it into clear, safe drinking water.
These projects are going to address a lot of those issues for the city and provide an overall better product to its customers when it's all done.
And this plant will be modernized and upgraded, helping us meet EPA-required National Pollutant Discharge Elimination System standards and treat ash-laden water. After the wastewater is treated, it will go through the Agua Pura purification facility on this spot. Without the upgraded wastewater facility, we will not be able to meet EPA standards. Without Agua Pura, we will not be able to increase our supply of water, and recycling water means we use water we already own.
The Agua Pura program has the potential to provide up to 70% of the city's water supply at their current rates of use.
Here's how Agua Pura will work before being reused. The water will be triple treated. The first treatment comes from the upgraded wastewater treatment plant, which treats the effluent to EPA standards. The next level of treatment is at the Agua Pura water purification facility, where the water will either meet or exceed EPA drinking water standards. The water is then pumped by pipeline back to Bradner and Peterson, where it will be blended with the water in the reservoirs, diluting the water and creating environmental buffers. For the third and final treatment, the water will be pumped to the new drinking water treatment plant, where it gets purified again to EPA drinking water standards. This completes the triple treatment process for our drinking water.
The benefit of the Agua Pura program is there's more water and it's more resilient to incidents such as fire impacts, runoff, or drought.
Indirect potable reuse is already being done in New Mexico. Espanola treats its water and puts it back in the river, where Santa Fe takes it out for drinking water. Then Santa Fe treats its wastewater and puts it back in the river for Albuquerque. Other cities in the West are already safely recycling their treated effluent for direct or indirect potable water reuse.
This is a very exciting day for the City of San Diego, as well as our team that's worked diligently on this project for a number of years. I think it's important to acknowledge the successful completion of the water purification demonstration project.
The water leaving the wastewater treatment plant will meet EPA standards. It'll meet discharge permit requirements, and that's a huge benefit to the city.
Water availability has been an issue in our community for decades, and it's going to be even more of a difficult situation to navigate. Unless there's some really, really big efforts made in that direction, I don't see that situation getting better. I see it getting worse.
Whatever water we do collect, they should be able to filter it and assure us that it is safe to drink.
The benefits include providing water security, resiliency, certainty, and high-quality water to city residents while reusing water the city already owns. It will reduce the frequency of water conservation restrictions and will increase the quality of life for city residents. And we meet EPA standards.
If we don't capitalize on the opportunity, we lose essentially the opportunity to have an extra 1 million gallons per day of water supply.
Las Vegas Water Solutions and the Agua Pura Water Purification Facility will protect the public health and increase the volume of water available, creating water security for our residents.
I think the city has to make this a priority.
Water is, it's the most essential part of a business.
There are two remaining questions. The first, do we have to build all components of Las Vegas Water Solutions at this time? The answer is yes. We must install them all if we want to provide the city with a sustainable, secure water supply.
You can rely on the Agua Prieta project as another water source that can be used to meet customer needs.
The second question is, do we have to do it now? The answer is yes. The federal government has set aside money for the projects. If we don't act now to use it, we could lose it. The city is responsible for providing long-term water security to our residents and businesses. Las Vegas Water Solutions provides that security for the next 100 years.